Good morning and welcome to Coffee with Bev. Today I want to talk to you about a weapon of mass destruction. I bet you can't even guess what it is. It's shame. Shame is one of those little bitty words, when implanted in the right place, can destroy lives, ruin families, blow up businesses. What do I mean by shame? Have you ever done anything in your life, or perhaps you've got children, and they've done something that you didn't think was particularly cool, and you said to them, you should be ashamed of yourself for what you just did? You just launched a weapon of mass destruction. Let me tell you what shame does. Shame is something that I kind of have been studying for a better part of a year. And what shame does is a very subtle weapon. Not always does the person who shoots this weapon towards you know the power of the weapon, because sometimes people just react based on emotions. I guess you can say that, for lack of a better word. Shame enters into the ears, into the psyche, into the heart, boring down into the core, and it changes who you are. Situations of shame. When a woman has been sexually abused, the abuser does everything he can to place shame on her so that she does not tell what he has done to her. And unfortunately, they're very good at it. They'll tell you people will think you're no good. Nobody's going to believe you. You deserved it. That cuts really deep. That's shame in the first degree. But there are other moments in life where there is shame that comes in so subtly you don't even realize it's there. In school, when I was in school, I did something that wasn't right. Or if I spoke out of turn, I had teachers who might have said to me, you should be ashamed of yourself. Or your parents are going to be ashamed of you for what you just did. That was kind of subtle. And I honestly do not believe that their purpose was to change who I was. They were only intending to change my reaction. But that's not what they did. They implanted that seed of shame and doubt, the one that makes you second guess yourself, the one that will lead you to paranoia, the one that will make you think the world is out to get you. I'm not talking about clinical psychosis. I'm talking about the one that zips your self-esteem wide open and takes a fork and picks pieces of it off the remainder of your life until you end up with no self-esteem at all. Shame does that. Somebody ever told you, I don't think you're a good person? Did you believe it? I mean, like, who are you to tell me who I am? First of all, you need to know who you are in the first place, so that when someone tells you who you are, you can discern whether or not that makes any sense to you, or they just talking smack. Please listen to me when I say this. Shame is a powerful thing. It is a strongly powerful thing that can embrace you and change your whole DNA, your psychological DNA. In order to be a strong individual who can stand on their own 2 feet, you got to do some work. Okay, I know y'all don't like it when I say that, but it's true. You can't just fix something with a pill. You can't just decide it's fixed and it is. You got to dig yourself right down to the core where that first seed of shame was planted. And you got to dig it out. But you also got to examine it. I'm not talking about dig, throw away. I'm talking about dig, look at, flip over, understand, decide, and then disregard. Because if you don't do that, what's going to happen? the thief's going to come back and you're not going to recognize it. Don't let shame destroy your life. There are many processes in this world that we will have to go through to become what we want to become, to achieve the goals we set for ourselves, and to actually execute the plans that we have developed to reach our goal. If you need a little help with any of those things, you just gotta holler. I'm right here. I am more than happy to share with you my life experiences of where I started and how I got where I am. And let me just tell you, I'm not at the finish line. It's a process. I'm working the process too.